And so now a considerable number of configurations were simulated. I want to show you how my screen looks like during the experiment or during the optimization here. As you can see here, we have the Octopus, where you can stop or pause. I always put it here, like I hide it from my screen so that not to click on stop or pause by mistake. Because you can still use your work space, you can still use your computer or your laptop while the simulation is running or the optimization is running. So here I will stop the optimization and leave this last one. And here, as I have showed you before, we have the C, where I will find the YouTube. Here I can find simulated configurations. I have 19 simulated configurations, and I have also the images here. But as you can see, the images is not accurate, and you need to fix them so that you could get a good images for the simulation. However, I don't mind this because I will show you how to bring the configuration, each configuration for each simulation into your Rhino, so that you could render it or take it into your research or your work generally. So here you can see we have the forms number values of the forms, dynamic parameters, in addition to the windows and the depth of the shading devices in the southern direction. So here I will close this and check. This is the last simulated one. As I told you before, we need to change this into a white background because actually you might get a major review if you have a gray background, because it makes your model not look clear. So you need to have clear figures in your presentation or in your paper, whatever. Here I have the background. I will choose the solid color and choose the white. And here I can also use the rendered one instead. And we don't need the grid anymore because we have modeled our building, so there's no need to have it. So here I will go to the display options. Again, in the use application settings, I will use the white color. Here it's okay. Now it's fine. You can see your model in a good way. So here we have this pipe, and this one I might increase the radius of the pipe to show it in a good, in a better way. So now we will get back to our as I told you before, you can here save first. You can save your document because this will save the data inside Octopus. And also this one was saved before, so no need to save it again. So here I will click here. And as I told you, it's a single objective optimization. So you will be able to find just two arrows, one for the total thermal load and one for the genetic diversity, which we don't need actually to deal with. So I will choose here from navigation, and I would bring this one so that I could see my all the results in a good way. Here you have something which is called cube view, and you can zoom on click. This makes you view or navigate through your windows here in a better way in the user interface of the Octopus. And here you can see if you hovered over one of your iterations or boxes that are, each box represents one iteration. If you hover over it, you can see here in this part, you can see the dynamic load, the total thermal load, and you will see also the genetic diversity, which we don't consider that much. So this is 2.6. You can also mark preferred. You can use it to mark your configurations. So we have here two values. Mark this only, also, sorry. This is, as you can see, the total thermal load is 27,000. And here the total thermal load is 26, which, as you can see, this one is the optimal result in this simulation or in this optimization, because actually we have run the specific number of configurations, and these configurations are not enough for sure. If you are doing a research, you need to run a considerable number of configurations. For example, you might run like 5 generations. You might reach thousands of iterations. You might reach more than 10,000 and so on, or you might reach 5,000 or 1,000, as you can see, according to your experiment. And here I will hover over this and click on it, and then reinstate solution, so that I could see the solution in my in Rhino. This might take some time according to your computer resources and according to the simplicity of and complexity of the experiment. And here you can see it reinstated, and now we have a total of 351. Here when you hover over the total thermal load, you can see that the unit is kilowatt hour. And if you want to know the unit for the energy use intensity, it's a kilowatt hour per meter square. So here, as you can see, you can also you will find that your dynamic parameters are adjusted to the value of the values that corresponds to this configuration. So reinstate solution changes the sliders and changes also, and it reperform the simulation. But at this stage, you know which is the best and which is the worst solution that you have. So now I will go here to the font size in this Ladybug Legend parameters, and I will change it to make it more smaller, so that we could see it clearly in our in Rhino Grasshopper. You might also change the position of your perspective, so that you could take better and clearer image or figure. And here for the north, there is here we have the north. I might change the point so that I could bring it here. I will put here a point and then set 1 point. So here I have a better perspective to print, or I might also take print a screen, and that's it. It's going to be clear. You can just copy or print a screen and then place it into your Photoshop or your Word file. So now I will change the colors. I will no more use the visualization for our energy or thermal energy results, but rather I will use this one. So we need here to turn this into false, because each time you're going to change your model or adjust it, the simulation will start, because once you change anything in your model, the simulation starts all over again. So I will just turn this into false, and I might use something else to use this decompose honeybee by type to visualize my model in a better way. So I might use the gray for the walls, and I might change here this into a blue or dark blue so that it could represent the windows. I might use also brighter color for the walls. And then here we can remove this. And also we need to visualize the ceiling. I will use a white color for the ceiling and for the roofs. The ground floor, it's not necessarily because we don't see it.